Owning a Nissan with a CVT, Altima, Rogue, Sentra, or Maxima can be risky if you don't know what to avoid. I've seen drivers spend hundreds only to face $10,000 transmission failures within months. Today, I'll show you how to prevent that. 1. Skipping CVT fluid changes or using wrong fluid. I can tell you from experience, skipping CVT fluid changes is the fastest way to ruin a Nissan transmission. CVT fluid isn't just automatic transmission fluid. It's a specialized synthetic blend designed for the belt and pulley system. I've seen owners try to save $30 by using generic or universal CVT fluid. Within a few thousand kilometers, their transmissions start slipping, making clunking noises, and eventually fail. For example, one Altima owner I worked with used a non-approved fluid and ignored early signs of belt chatter. 6 months later, they were facing a $12,000 replacement, so this small saving turned into a massive repair bill. Nissan specifies NS2 or NS3 fluid, depending on the model. Rogue, Sentra, and Maxima all require the correct grade. Using the wrong type can cause friction problems, overheating, and seal damage. The fluid also breaks down over time from heat and pressure, losing its ability to lubricate and cool the belt. Thick black or burnt-smelling fluid is a red flag that you're already at risk. The prevention is straightforward, but often ignored. I recommend a drain and fill every 30,000 kilometers, or sooner if you drive in hot climates, tow, or do heavy city commuting. On high-mileage Nissan CVTs, a full flush can sometimes shock the system, so I usually stick with partial drain and fill. Regularly checking fluid color and level is crucial. I've seen owners extend fluid life by several tens of thousands of kilometers just by sticking to this simple maintenance habit. A $200 fluid change now can prevent a $12,000 replacement later. I've watched it happen too many times. If you respect the fluid, your CVT can easily last 200,000 kilometers or more. 2. Aggressive launches or hard acceleration. I've seen more Nissan CVTs fail because of aggressive launches than almost any other driving habit. Many drivers floor the accelerator from a stop in models like the Altima, Rogue, Sentra, and Maxima. While it feels exciting, it places extreme stress on the CVT belt and pulleys. During a hard launch, the belt is forced to adjust ratios while handling maximum engine torque at the same time. This creates intense friction and heat, which quickly degrades the transmission fluid and wears down the belt surface. I've personally inspected relatively new CVTs that began slipping after only a few weeks of aggressive starts. The damage builds gradually, but becomes expensive very quickly. Early warning signs include a faint whistling noise, slight vibration, or hesitation when accelerating. Many drivers ignore these signs, assuming they are minor, but they often indicate internal wear. Left unchecked, this can escalate into shuddering, delayed engagement, and complete transmission failure. The good news is that prevention is simple and costs nothing. Instead of flooring the accelerator, use smooth and progressive acceleration from a stop. Allow the CVT to adjust ratios naturally as speed builds, as it reduces unnecessary heat, lowers friction, and protects internal components from stress. 1 or 2 aggressive launches will not immediately destroy a CVT, but repeated behavior over time leads to cumulative damage. Adopting a smoother driving style can significantly extend the life of the transmission. It's a small habit change that can help your CVT last well beyond 200,000 kilometers and save you from costly repairs later. 3. Shifting from reverse to drive while rolling. I've seen this mistake damage more Nissan CVTs than most drivers realize. Many people reverse out of a driveway or parking spot and immediately shift into drive without coming to a complete stop. It feels harmless because the car transitions smoothly, but internally, the transmission is under stress. The components are still rotating in reverse when the system is forced to change direction instantly. This creates unnecessary friction, heat, and small amounts of wear that build up over time. I remember a Rogue owner who treated this like a harmless shortcut. Within 20,000 kilometers, the transmission began shuddering during acceleration. Inspection showed excessive belt wear and irregular hydraulic pressure. By the time the issue became obvious, the repair cost had climbed into thousands. It was entirely avoidable. Early warning signs are usually subtle. You might notice a slight clunk, delayed engagement, or a mild shudder when moving off. These symptoms often get ignored, but they point to internal stress. Continued driving like this can lead to overheating, belt damage, and eventual transmission failure. The solution is to always bring the vehicle to a complete stop before shifting between reverse and drive. Even a brief pause allows the internal components to settle and reduces unnecessary strain on the system. It may feel like saving time in the moment, but the long-term cost is significant. A 1-second habit can prevent expensive repairs and help your CVT last well beyond 200,000 kilometers with proper care. 4. Ignoring warning signs or dashboard alerts. Can't stress this enough that ignoring early warning signs is one of the fastest ways Nissan CVTs fail. Many Altima, Rogue, Sentra, and Maxima owners assume small noises or vibrations are normal, but they're not. CVTs are highly sensitive, and these early symptoms are often the only chance to prevent a minor issue from turning into a major failure. Sounds like whistling or squealing usually point to early belt slippage. Light shuddering during acceleration can indicate uneven belt contact. Grinding or rattling may suggest pulley or internal component wear. Even something as simple as a check engine light can signal pressure or sensor issues within the transmission. These signs may seem minor, but they are early warnings of internal stress. I've seen cases where drivers ignored these symptoms for weeks. By the time they came in, the fluid was burnt, the belt was worn, and the hydraulic system was already compromised. What could have been a small repair turned into a full transmission replacement costing thousands. One case that stands out involved a Rogue with a faint whistling noise. The owner dismissed it as normal. When the vehicle was finally inspected, the belt had suffered significant damage, and the pulleys were worn. A relatively inexpensive fix early on could have prevented the entire failure. The solution is to pay attention to your car. If you notice unusual sounds, vibrations, or warning lights, get it checked immediately. Early diagnosis often leads to minor fixes like fluid service or sensor replacement. Taking action early can extend your CVT's life well beyond 200,000 kilometers and prevent costly repairs. 5. Towing heavy loads frequently. I've seen Nissan CVTs fail because of towing more than they can realistically handle, and it often surprises drivers. Models like the Rogue, Murano, and X-Trail come with official towing ratings, but in real-world conditions, those limits can be optimistic. Even when owners stay within the stated weight, continuous load and heat buildup can still push the transmission beyond its comfort zone. The issue comes down to how CVTs work. They rely on a metal belt and pulleys to transfer power. Under heavy load, the belt experiences increased friction, which generates significant heat. This heat quickly breaks down the CVT fluid, reducing its ability to lubricate and cool the system. Over time, this leads to belt wear, slipping, and internal damage. I've seen a Rogue used for regular weekend towing develop problems within 40,000 kilometers. The transmission began slipping, and the fluid had already turned dark and burnt. What started as normal use ended in a repair costing over $10,000. Early warning signs include delayed acceleration, slipping, burning smells, or overheating alerts. These are often dismissed as normal under load, but they are clear signs of stress inside the transmission. If you tow regularly, follow severe service intervals, and change CVT fluid more frequently. Monitoring transmission temperature and installing an auxiliary cooler can significantly reduce heat buildup. It's also important to avoid towing with the drive wheels on the ground while the engine is off. With proper care, CVTs can still last beyond 200,000 kilometers, as respecting load limits and managing heat. 6. Hard driving immediately after belt replacement or break-in. I can tell you from experience that one of the most overlooked mistakes is driving aggressively right after a CVT belt replacement. Nissan CVTs, in models like the Altima, Rogue, Sentra, and Maxima, require a proper break-in period for the new belt to seat correctly on the pulleys. Many owners pick up their car from the service center and immediately push it hard, whether by towing, climbing steep roads, or accelerating aggressively. Within weeks, the transmission begins to show signs of wear. The reason is that a new belt has not yet conformed to the pulley surfaces. Early aggressive driving creates excess friction, heat, and slip before proper seating occurs. This can reduce belt life drastically, sometimes from over 200,000 kilometers to as little as 20,000 to 30,000. I've seen cases where owners assumed a defective replacement, when in reality, the issue was improper break-in. Early warning signs include unusual belt noise, light shuddering, or minor slipping during acceleration. These symptoms may seem small, but can quickly develop into major failure if ignored. The solution is that for the first 500 to 1,000 kilometers, drive gently and vary speeds. Avoid hard acceleration, high speeds, and any heavy load. Treat it like breaking in new brake components. Gradual use ensures proper performance later. Following this simple approach can significantly extend the life of your CVT. A short break-in period protects the belt, reduces wear, and prevents costly repairs down the line. Before we get into another costly mistake, using the wrong CVT fluid, take a second to like and subscribe, because this one simple detail can save you thousands in transmission repairs down the line. 7. Not idling after hard driving/high heat. One of the most common mistakes Nissan owners make is shutting off the engine immediately after hard driving. Whether it's a Rogue climbing a steep hill, an Altima cruising at highway speeds, or a Sentra under load, the transmission builds up significant heat. CVTs operate using a metal belt and pulleys, which generate friction and, in turn, heat. When the engine is turned off right away, the CVT fluid stops circulating and the cooling system shuts down, trapping that heat inside. This residual heat continues to degrade the fluid and internal components, leading to faster wear. I've seen this firsthand, that a Maxima owner drove aggressively through mountain roads and parked at home, immediately shutting off the car. Within 2 weeks, the transmission began slipping, and the fluid had turned dark and burnt. What could have been avoided with a simple habit ended up becoming a repair costing thousands. Early warning signs include a burnt fluid smell, minor slipping, or slightly higher operating temperatures. These signs may seem small, but often indicate deeper thermal damage developing inside the transmission. The solution is straightforward and completely free. After any demanding drive, let the car idle for 1 to 2 minutes. This allows the CVT fluid to continue circulating and the cooling system to remove excess heat. Also, ensure the fluid is at the correct level and replaced at proper intervals. With proper care, Nissan CVTs can last well beyond 200,000 kilometers. A short cooldown period can make a significant difference in long-term reliability. 8. Modifying the vehicle without recalibration. I've seen countless Nissan owners unintentionally destroy their CVTs with simple modifications. People get excited about bigger tires, roof racks, aftermarket exhausts, or sound systems, thinking they're just improving their ride. The reality is, every modification changes the load on the CVT system. Nissan Altimas, Rogues, Sentras, and Maximas are engineered with precise pulley and belt ratios, and any added weight, rolling resistance, or torque requirement can push the CVT beyond its safe limits. One case I remember involved a Rogue owner who installed oversized 19-inch tires, a heavy roof rack, and a winch. Within 6 months, the CVT belt started slipping. The pulleys were overheating, and the hydraulic system showed signs of stress. The repair cost was over $8,500, and it was entirely preventable. Warning signs include slipping during acceleration, unusual belt noises, or higher than normal operating temperatures. Even minor modifications without proper recalibration can accelerate wear. The CVT relies on exact friction, clamping force, and fluid pressure. When you increase load without adjusting clutch weights, springs, or calibration, the belt slips more, heat rises, and components degrade faster. If you modify your Nissan, properly recalibrate the CVT system. Adjustable clutch kits or clutch weight tuning may be needed for aftermarket tires or heavy accessories. Even small investments, just a few $100s, can save thousands in repairs later. I've seen owners adopt these precautions, and their CVTs easily last past 200,000 kilometers. The excitement of a cosmetic or performance mod isn't worth a ruined transmission. Respect the limits of your CVT and recalibrate whenever you change the load. It's a small step that protects one of the most expensive components in your car. 9. Using the wrong CVT fluid. I can't tell you how many Nissan CVT failures are caused by using the wrong transmission fluid. Unlike traditional automatics, CVTs rely on a very specific fluid to maintain proper friction, cooling, and hydraulic pressure. Nissan recommends NS2 or NS3 fluid for models like the Altima, Rogue, and Sentra. Using generic or universal CVT fluid can quickly lead to serious problems. I've seen a Rogue owner try to save a small amount of money by using a universal fluid. Within a few thousand kilometers, the transmission began slipping, engagement became delayed, and the fluid developed a burnt smell. What seemed like a minor shortcut ended in a repair costing over $10,000. CVT fluid is engineered with precise friction modifiers and additives designed for the belt and pulley system. The wrong fluid alters these properties, reducing lubrication and increasing internal wear. Over time, this leads to overheating, slipping, and damage to critical components. Early warning signs include whining noises, delayed response, slipping, or a burnt odor from the fluid. Even if the car feels normal at first, the wrong fluid can be causing hidden damage. The solution is straightforward. Always use the manufacturer-recommended fluid, NS2 or NS3 for Nissan vehicles. Follow proper service intervals, and under heavy use like towing or city driving, consider changing the fluid more frequently. For older transmissions, a drain and fill is often safer than a full flush. Using the correct fluid consistently can help your CVT last beyond 200,000 kilometers and prevent costly repairs. 10. Shifting between reverse and drive while moving. I've seen this mistake destroy countless Nissan CVTs, and it's one of the most common habits drivers don't even realize they're doing. Many people, in a hurry while parallel parking or backing out of a driveway, shift from reverse to drive, or vice versa, without coming to a complete stop. It feels harmless, but for a CVT, this is extremely stressful. Models like the Altima, Rogue, Maxima, and Sentra are particularly sensitive because their belt and pulley system has to instantly change direction under full load. The reason is that when you shift while the car is moving, the belt has to stop spinning in one direction and immediately reverse. The hydraulic system scrambles to maintain pressure, and the clutches experience sudden stress. This microscopic damage builds up over time, leading to belt slippage, shuddering, or even total transmission failure. I've seen owners who did this just a few times a week end up needing a $10,000 repair by 60,000 kilometers. Warning signs include shuddering when changing gears, unusual noises, or a slipping sensation when accelerating. The damage starts small, but it accumulates silently. By the time the check engine light comes on, major repairs are often unavoidable. Prevention is simple and costs nothing, always coming to a complete stop before shifting between reverse and drive. I tell every Nissan owner I work with that this one habit alone can add years to a CVT's life. Treat it like a gentle rule rather than a suggestion. Even a second or two of patience gives the transmission time to settle and reduces stress on the belt, pulleys, and hydraulics. I've seen Nissan CVTs last well over 200,000 kilometers when owners consistently follow this rule. It's one of the easiest ways to avoid early failure, save thousands in repair costs, and keep your car running smoothly for years. Those are the 10 habits silently destroying your Nissan CVT. Follow these tips, protect your transmission, and save thousands in repairs. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and check your driving habits before it's too late.